Who could forget May 18th, 2024, Tyson Fury versus Usyk right here at the Kingdom Arena. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd,
the one and only. Here comes.
This bout is
one of the hottest tick. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. He blocks that jab. Missing with that jab. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
It's all offense all the time. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Joe Louis just got caught. Disaster averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
Can't land that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do? Here we go for round two. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Moves left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Another scoring shot there. Catch and shoot. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That's another scoring shot. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Two fighters are made for one another. Perfect punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. On to the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. They exchange punches. There's a counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, the instant assassin in some trouble here. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Straight right just misses. A perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. The Brown Bomber in some trouble. The Brown Bomber goes to the canvas. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown. Here we go to the fourth round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punches with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Just can't find the target. They both want the knockout. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out the way. He pulls you down.
He just misses with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage. And there's the bell for round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? He threw a punch and just got countered. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Good counter punch. Oh, what a punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punched. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope...
Here we go in the 6th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice punch. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
These punches coming from every angle. Can't score with that jab. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be this do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
You would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent.
Here we go, it's round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Punch caught him clean. Well done with that counter shot. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Quick punch scores. Misses with the jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
He misses with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. You, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, make look so...
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice slip to avoid the jab. These fighters sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. They'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Stamina is off the charts. And it's lights out. That will do it. What a knockout win. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I've got to see that again.
I bet he didn't want to see the knockout.
Win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards...
Yeah, man, the lag on here really kills it, man. He was landing the punches that he shouldn't have been landing. Because the internet lag, that caused a lot of the punches not to be connected. Look at how many jabs he landed that he shouldn't have landed because I was out of range. But the computer, the lag is making it seem as though I'm in range when I'm really not. Like, he was landing jabs from, like, across the ring and connected. That needs to be fixed. They need to fix that, man. It's like fight, and I don't like the fighting online because that lag, man. That just totally throws off the entire flow of the fight when you're across the ring. They're throwing a jab and still connecting. A lot of the punches he was landing, he shouldn't have been landing. Because you can see he was over. He was button mashing. You can see he was mashing the hell out of the as most guys online. That's why I'm finding out when I fight online. Most people are, most people just want to mash the power punch button again and again. Like every punch, you have to end it with a power punch. And that's just going to destroy your stamina, like it would in a real fight. To be honest with you, usually a power punch unto itself is just, a right hand, hook, uppercut. The extent to which you throw it, that's the difference on how you drain your stamina. What I'm noticing on here, though, is that when you play online, a lot of it, if you don't have a good feed for your net, if the other person doesn't, you get a lot of lag, and it leads to the fights, particularly with footwork. You notice he kept closing the ring off because all of my motions were delayed. So I'm thinking I'm going to be one place, and I'm not, and he's going to where I'm supposed to be, and he's there already because he's in front of me, more or less, internet-wise. So... again, I really don't like fighting online. That's not fun. Because it's like you can't really get a sense of how the fighters really, go against each other. I'll go ahead and do another one.
Look at this venue. What a remarkable scene for hopefully what will be a remarkable fight. We are live at Falkor Bay. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first, Larry Holmes, 6'3" tall, weighed in at 226 pounds, and has an 81-inch reach. And here comes Smokin' Joe Frazier. His 3 battles with Muhammad Ali, perhaps the most famous the sport has ever seen.
This bout is skipped.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses. Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. Misses with the straight left. You don't want to trade shots. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
This is what makes outside fighters.
Oh, my God, Johnny! Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He missed with that jab. Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Just can't find the target. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. On to the second round. Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
You are fighting a swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well done with that counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter. A perfect counter shot. Misses with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good one. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Holmes in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that? rings the bell to start round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he did catch it. He caught it clean. Clean as a whistle. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter shot. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Both men step back for just a moment. Back and forth they go. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Pretty dominant round. Back at it in round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Quick punch scores. Punch, counter punch. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Nice counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. That was on to the 5th we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can't land the jab there. Good counter punching. Trying to land that jab. Not a lot of punch output Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out?
Wow, let's take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Man, the lag on here is really throwing it off, man. Their servers aren't very good, man. You really kind of have to think 2 punches ahead because you don't know if it's going to connect or not because the lag.
Continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Hard result. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I get on to the 6th round. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Is Frazier in trouble? Down goes Frazier. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
See that right there, guys? He hit me, and then he fell down. That's where the lag is off, man. You didn't even see the final punch connect.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Gotta waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to pause.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Joe Frazier is in trouble. Down goes Frazier. It's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
You saw it here live.
Yeah. He tried his best. Give the guy credit. He did it. He didn't do a good job of closing the ring off, but it's kind of hard to do it with Larry Holmes. Like, again, I've always said Larry Holmes is the best outside fighter I've ever seen, including Muhammad Ali. Because he doesn't have any, he does everything Ali does, but he doesn't do any of the shucking and jiving stuff that leads to unnecessary damage that Ali took. But the point here I'm trying to make here is, as you can see at the top there, the internet lag thing up there, you can see as it red, a lot of the punches that I threw, I probably shouldn't have been landing because the input commands were getting in there. They're getting in there either late or ahead of time. And, you know, based on where he's at the time, it's like he's walking into punches that he's not even, it goes both ways. So it's really, it's not a very, this isn't really satisfying, man. Yeah, I mean, that's why people get off on winning and losing. I'm looking at, like, if you're throwing punches that you're not in position to land, is it really winning? Is it really, like, who cares? I mean, that's not fun. It ruins immersion, man. Like, I want to see, you know, is Larry Holmes versus Joe Frazier. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see, oh, yeah, I won. Who cares? I mean, yeah, I landed 63% of my punches. Yeah, I was boxing him outside. Yeah, but some of those punches shouldn't have been landing, guys. Because some of them, he wasn't even, because I'm throwing the punch, and then the thing it doesn't sync up, and then he's landing from like 3 steps away. It's like, huh? Same thing with him. He was missing punches that he probably should have been landing. It's not. So yeah, they got a long ways to go. I mean, I think the best way to play online is with a dedicated. I find that when you play online with a dedicated link up with somebody that you know, the online plays better. Every time I go in here and play a quick match, I might be fighting some guy who he might be somewhere, somewhere in the UK or something like that or whatever. I'm in America. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like you get really good connection every fight, and it just leads to unsatisfying fights, quite frankly. Let's stay in the heavyweight division here. We'll do another one, I guess. Yeah, this guy. See what I'm saying, guys? Guys online now. We have a pretty good feed here, so this is a good comparison from what we did last time. And we got a good feed here. But again, as you fight online, you're seeing a lot of. And what I'm noticing is you see a lot of power button mashing from most people. See, he's coming out really aggressive. I'm just trying to keep my punches like maybe one at a time right now. He's going to take care of it for me. That's how I went for a 3-punch combination. All right, he's winning. He's getting the better of it right now. He's back up off of him. See, I should have connected. Yeah, he's throwing the big heat. Yeah. Got him. So he just a matter of time, just punch inside of his punches. See, a lot of people get on here, they get so they don't think like the way you like. You won't go into a fight just loading up like on every punch, and it just leaves you open. Now that I do give them credit for that they make you pay a price for that. Can't be touched. I got can't be touched award. What's that? What's the can't be touched award mean? I don't know. That was easy work right there. I mean, the way he was fighting, it was. Yeah, look at it. See, that's more realistic. See, he threw so many punches that he didn't land, and he shouldn't have won by virtue. So yeah, I wonder what that can't be touched award means. I'm going to find out what that is real quick, guys. What is a can't be touched award? What is that? I think it's a Roy Jones. It says, get yourself a win streak of 5 online matchups. Okay. I thought it was like for a defensive award or something like that. Yeah. I like fighting the computer better, man, because you can see fighting people online, man, it's either you have a lag problem or you're fighting against people who have no idea what boxing looks like. I'm just sorry, like all this power button mashing, it's like, dude. And then another thing I don't like is they use same side, like they use like I call it broken rhythm combinations when you throw the same punch from the same side. Like if you do that enough, you lose elasticity in your muscles. You gotta rest. You can't. That's why I thought Fight Night Champion did a really good job of showcasing. Even though you have stamina, you have your stamina, but you also have your punch count stamina on individual punches. Like for instance, you can't throw 2, 3, 4, 5 straight right hands in a row with the same power and fluidity on it because it's going to get tired from the lack of elasticity from keep throwing it. So I thought Fight Night Champion did that. This game doesn't do that. They let you throw the same punch over and over again without having any type of loss of rhythm or technique. They need to fix that. A lot of people get away. They just get out here and just start button mashing. It's like, wow. But yeah. Let's go ahead and, I don't know. Let's do another one, I guess. Sick. Or do you do? Let me see. You go play a ranked online match. I don't know what ranked online matches mean. I have no idea what that means. I guess I'm 0 for 0. So that means I fight people who are in the same rank as me. I hope so. What I'm noticing too is you seem to get on the red side with a better record every time. So I guess that's more of incentive because I like fighting on the left side of the screen better than the right side. But I've gotten a little bit better on that. But it's just a little disorienting. Fighting from right to left as opposed to going left to right. I mean, let's be honest, man. You go back. I mean, we pretty much have been. I mean, if you're a gamer if you're a gamer like me, I'm from the '80s. Like we've been coached to fight that way. Going back to even from Mike Tyson's Punch Out was vertical, but still you're fighting going up, not coming down. So, see, I might. Oh, this guy's 216 and 76 with Ali. Jesus Christ, this guy's got a lot of fights under his belt. It'll take everything I have to win against this guy, I guess. He's a silver ranked.
They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. And yes, Easton. What a pleasure to be. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Missed him with that uppercut. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. The jab misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter and the cornerman.
There's the bell for round two. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken...
Whoa, Johnny! Well, the Easton Assassin in some trouble here! A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
The fighters always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
He's going to taunt here. I don't know if that's the wisest strategy. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. That punch landed. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You all right?
on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. On to the third. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Beautiful counter shot. Fantastic punch. You would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Talk about Ali in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know, I've been in fights.
There's the bell for round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time he throws a... Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Right back into the fray.
Ring Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. They both want a highlight reel knockout. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second,
On to the 5th we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Job to avoid that counter shot. There's a scoring blow. The stamina is off the charts. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. In that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be.
Let's start the sixth. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Which fighter will say no mas? What a punch. And he scores with the counter. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You've just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in the guess.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. In that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Win this last work.
And there's the bell for round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Men step back for just a moment. Whoa! Lights out! It's over! This fight is done! again in slow motion. There's no doubt. That body punch right there.
Bullshit finish. Bullshit finish. How many of those punches I was throwing that didn't even land? That was bullshit. Look at that. Look at that. He was getting outboxed easy, and then the lag comes in. And I'm noticing all my punches just start missing all of a sudden. Whatever, man. All that over power punch and spam. Look how many power shots he threw. He threw 205 to land 99. And some of those shouldn't even been landing. And then look at the blocks. He had 62 blocks to my 18. Of course, I wasn't in range half the time to even have to block. It's amazing. And he got lucky on a lucky punch to the body from Muhammad Ali, by the way. Muhammad Ali turning southpaw and landing a body shot to knock somebody out. Get out of here. Again, make it make sense, man. Muhammad Ali knocking somebody out with a body shot. When have you ever seen that? That fight should have went the distance, 12-round, unanimous decision. There is no way that fight should have ended in a knockout. For any of us. I wasn't even landing that big shot. I was just picking him off. He's throwing wild shots, and he benefits because of video game reasons. Again, this game is good, but it's not perfect. They have got to get these. You can't have fighters doing things that they didn't do in real life on the game. Like Muhammad Ali throwing power shots to the body, knocking guys out with one punch. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Unbelievable. Yeah, there's no way that fight should have been a loss for Larry Holm. Larry was picking Muhammad Ali off beautifully from outside, staying out of the exchanges. The guy was tired, and I don't understand how he was cutting the ring off when you don't even have he was doing the better cutting the ring off when he was slower than he was when he was fast, when he had his oxygen. And I don't understand how you muster up again. Muhammad Ali is not a good body puncher. How is he knocking guys out with body punching? It's amazing.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alexander Usyk.
And I'm also noticed that this game favors tall fighters. Like when you fight online, guys like Frazier and anybody that's like any under 6 feet or 6'2", they're going to struggle because the hit detection on here is so terrible.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
All the talking has high hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Misses with the straight left. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? The perfect counter lands. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They miss with the jab. Every time, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Man, this game needs to be reprogrammed. Like, the hit detection on here is terrible online. Guys doing this basic fight pattern, it's not even sophisticated.
For him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
He threw a punch and just got... You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. What would you tell this guy? Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Straight right just misses. Throws the jab but does not score. That right hook catching air. Counter shot lands. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Was off target. An uppercut does not score. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Every time, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk. There's the bell for round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Nice counter. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Well, Johnny, as you hold that thought, oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. Here's the bell to start round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Left hook doesn't find its target. Hook misses. And he scores with the counter. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Usyk. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Oh, yeah, I love that. I love that shot.
And there's the bell to start round 6. exchange punches. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That left hook missed. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nope, that jab not going to score.
See, I don't understand this. He's throwing punches, and I'm slipping it, and they're not giving me the counters. Finally, a counter. Like, dang, this is not. He's just throwing the same pattern every once. Unless I slip, counter. That's not that hard.
Seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Nobody home with that hook. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it.
That's all he.
Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation. Here comes round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Jab doesn't find a home. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Punch, counter punch. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Couldn't land that jab. So much firepower here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last. There's the bell to start round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
George, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Trying to land that jab. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Perfect counter shot. counterpunch caught him clean. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
There's a counter shot. And he misses with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
There is no way he should have won that fight. All those lazy right hand counters, all those lazy two-step out leads that I'm slipping and I'm countering to the body, they're not giving it to you. No way that fight should have went his way. No way. Not with that. Dude just coming in, coming out. Now again, you can see what I'm talking about, the hit detection on here. That's the problem. This dude just fought the most robotic fight I've ever seen in my life and got away with it. And that's where you start getting into the video game reasons of why the game is not. This is how people get on the game, and they abuse those tactics with the same kind of fighters, and they want to call themselves, "Oh yeah, I know how to box." I'm like, dude, you throwing a lazy right hand from 2 steps out. That's easy. Slip to the left, counter down to the body with a left hook. It's easy. It's a tell us all this time. But as you just saw, the majority of the fight, they wasn't giving it to you, and he ends up getting a division victory. Again, that's why I say stay off. Again, guys, I say the online portion of the game, man, it's just, it doesn't feel like boxing. It feels like you have to start trying to win based on, I found myself trying to win the game based on what I saw were video game reasons. See what I'm saying? You start trying to base your tactics on, okay, the left hook isn't landing off the slip because the game won't respect it fast enough. So now I got to start doing little video game tricky shit, which goes along. It takes you out of a boxing frame of mind and using Larry Holmes to thinking like, okay, how do I fight this guy with that? And that's what I don't, when it starts becoming, when you start trying to game plan based on video game reasons, that's when you lose me. I just check out because I lose immersion. Now, if you beat me, we got actual good boxing tactics. Like you just saw that whole entire fight. The guy's just going back outside, inside down. He was using good double movement, but at the same time, it's elementary shit. Like you do that in a real fight, you probably get knocked out. Seriously. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You'll get counted with a left hook to the body or to the head, which is what I was trying to do, but they wouldn't let it happen. But hey, whatever, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. I'll see you guys next time.